And then this thing I have, psychology of justification. Understand something. When we have to justify why we missed, right? And you say, we're supposed to go to the gym, and I heard that recently, maybe as early as this morning. I was out. We had a softball game. I know we're supposed to do cardio and legs today, but I played a softball game at 8 o'clock last night. And so that counts, right? And I said, yeah, it's good cardio. You ran to first base and back. That's really a tough one. But you know how easy it is to justify everything. I was up late. I can't do that because my boss made me work longer, and so I can't get up early this day, or I can't do that. Be careful about when you start justifying, you're probably just making an excuse. And we've got a little bit of time. I'll give you my justification story. I used to work in sales, and I was training a company, Southern California Edison. And so I told them I'd bring donuts for training. And we had a new Krispy Kreme here, and I was so excited. So I go over to Krispy Kreme, and I buy their cookie. They're hot. The sign's on. I'm like, oh, awesome. So I bought a dozen donuts, and it was 3 guys. So, and then I bought a couple for me to eat on the way. So I ate mine. They're Lifesaver size. So I ate mine real quick, right? And then. So eating 2 Lifesaver, that doesn't do it. And so now I'm driving. Those things are hot. And I'm like, man, that smells good. I'm starting to go, these guys know me. I'm going to eat one of them already. So I reach in, I grab one and eat it. And there's still 11. There's only 3 of them there. I'm like, oh, we're good. Then I get a little, because I had like an hour drive, I'd get a little further. Well, if there's 3 of them, and I could at least get 2. And so I get the second one and I eat it on the way. Yeah, and then we're driving, it's taking a while, it's traffic. And then my head starts justifying, right? And it's like, it's 3, 3, 3, and 3. This looks uneven with just 2 in that row. And so I'm like, I'm eating I just got to get even. Now there's 9. They get 3 each. There's 9. I got mine. And so then I'm driving further, and then I'm like, this isn't very good. I shouldn't give them donuts that are half part eat. So then I ate a 4th one, and then I moved the one over. So now it's 4 here and 4 here. So they still had 8 for 3 guys. And then I'm like, no, there's no way I can give them this. I can't do it. And then once I convinced myself I can't give them to them, it was free reign. I eat these donuts. And by the end of the day, I ate my 2 and all dozen of those donuts. Because your head can justify anything. You can say, no, it's good. They like me. They don't need donuts. They're good. And so be careful. As soon as you start flaking on your habit that you're trying to create, and you start justifying, you really need to understand your justification is probably just an excuse to not do what you should do. So keep that in mind. The last thing, number 4, know your triggers. So here's the thing. You got a trigger. There's an expert, the world-renowned expert on habits, and he created this loop. And so you got a trigger. And then what's the next thing? Your routine, you react. And it's your routine. And then your reward. And then it starts over again, okay? So my weakness, we'll use the same illustration. I drive by a donut shop. My car has this automatic cruise thing. It turns, and it goes straight to donut shops. And then what do? My routine, there's my trigger. Donuts, especially like the Krispy Kreme lights glowing, I got to go. That's my trigger. What do? I go in. My routine is buy a donut. And then, yeah, they say, hey, Brad, how you doing? And then I buy a donut. And then my reward is, oh, it tastes so good, right? And so that routine happens. That trigger, when I see that light, when I see a donut sign, I go, I react, I come back, and I get the reward. Same thing happens with addicts. You know, they see a liquor store, they got to have a drink, and the reward is, oh, I'm calm and all that stuff, and the loop happens. Same thing with any habit we have. So we have to, one is you need to know what your triggers are. So the second thing, avoid the landmines. So if my trigger is the donut shop, as the example, and I know going to work I always pass by Krispy Kreme and that light's going, I need to change my route, right? And because if I see that, it wants me to go there. So maybe if I can avoid the landmine and go to work a different way, I won't hit that trigger and I won't do the wrong thing. The other thing is, let's say I'm traveling and for work and I'm riding with somebody and they always want to go to fast food. They say they always love to go to McDonald's. And then I need to know, what's my plan? I know I'm riding with him. I know he's going to take me to McDonald's, and I want a fillet of fish and fries and all this stuff. That's mine, big time. And that's my nature, is I want that. I need to know, if he takes me to McDonald's, I get the little salad that's terrible. But I get the little salad, and I get a water, and I just know when I go there, I know exactly what I'm going to get that's as healthy as I can get. And if that's my goal, and I have a plan for it, because you're going to hit landmines. You want to avoid as many as you can, but you're going to hit the landmines. And so you need to have a contingency plan when you hit the landmines. What do? You don't cave in, you got another plan. And so keep that, and so have a preemptive plan, okay?
I have a question.
Yes.
Can you have somebody make you accountable for the things that you're having problems?
Absolutely. That's part of your dream team. You want to create that team that holds you to it. So I have an accountability partner of Kyle and Josh about going to the gym. And so if I don't show up to the gym, I'm never going to hear the end of it. If they don't go to the gym, they don't hear the end of it. There's one of the three of us that misses more often than the others. And so we've now employed other people at the gym to also harass the one person who doesn't usually show up, who skips sometimes. And so we're holding them accountable. And so you want to have that. Todd and Tim and I do a devotion every morning. If we don't do it for a while, they say, hey, what's going on? And they hold me accountable for, hey, you missed 3 days in a row. Let's catch up. And it gets you on track because you feel like you've got to do it. They're watching you. So that's what you want as part of your dream team, Jack.